Hey everybody, welcome back to today's episode. I'm going to cover Wolfman, Henry Hill. I don't have him yet. I don't plan to get him. I have some other people, since we're in the season, that are planning to get him. I just want to show you guys the stats and data if you do decide to get him. First off, he's a first mate artillery hero. So you can read his abilities. Going through here, receive damage, healing bonus, healing factor. Um, if you ask me, it looks kind of very similar to Mihai with a healing ability, maybe like a off form. Like kind of makes sense. So one vampire, one wolf, right? Uh, but anyways, with that being said, he is a first mate. So if you were to, let me see if I can switch this over. I can't dispatch that. Oh, that sucks. I don't know how that's being considered as dispatched. Let's see if I can switch this in here. Okay, there it goes. I guess you can't have it dispatched at all. Let's see my artillery. Here we go. So if I were to go artillery, I would set up the lineup as Mihai, Wolfman, and then Rinfu. Is how I would do it. Since he is first mate, you could put a first mate armor on him, which will increase the overall ship's damage, which is really nice for that fact at least, or that part at least. His trinket would be considered a must for you guys to get, right? So let's go back over here. Let's look at his trinket. Oh, I don't think it was there last week, wasn't it? There it goes. So the Blazing Claw increases artillery damage, gains. So it looks like he has a kind of like a regen attack ability. Basic attacks every 10 seconds at the start. Gains a 20% attack bonus. Recovers HP to 50% of the attack for 15 seconds. So this tells me that it's good for burst damage right in the very beginning. Anything dragged out in a long fight, it's not going to be very beneficial. I particularly don't like just burst fights in the beginning and then it runs out. I tend to go for something that kind of drags out just in case you have long fights, long battles. It can be dual purpose for PvE when you do gang raids, attacks, not just for the arenas, right? Straight clashes, those natures. Burst would be perfect for it. But long drawn out fights that are more beneficial to the guild are tentatively not beneficial for short bursts. Now, with that being said, let's go into some testing so you guys can take a look. That's not it. Oh. Geez, mini crickets, where is it? Oh. Sorry, there it is. Brain fart. So this is my regular setup. You know what? I don't think my orders are active. Yeah, so this battle right here is me against a level 58. I'm at 53. My orders aren't active yet. I already know it. Every time you switch out, guys, I have that problem all the time. When you switch out specs, it just takes away your order. And then your orders are all out of whack, so you have to go back in there and put it back in there. So just make sure when you change out specs, whatnot, you reactivate your orders to make it active and properly doing what it needs to do. So we will do 3 battles for you guys. So the first one you can. Oh, no. So first one's now. Let's go back to another one. This is with my orders. So you can see there the battle went on for. Actually, let's see how long the battle goes for. Okay, so we'll start it. 6, 7, here's a 10. Okay, 3, 13. Okay. So that's a 10-second battle right there. 13. So if you're looking at getting his items, it'd probably be beneficial in challenges. You got 13 seconds, 15 seconds, the battle will usually end. So that'll carry you throughout the fight and it won't drag out too long. So that'll be viable for challenges. Okay, so if you're focusing into challenges and ranking that way, it would be beneficial. But for longer fights, I don't think it's gonna be that beneficial. But let's look at the damages. So here we go. So you take a look here. He gets heals back, right? Look at about 37 mil. No, 3 mil. Yeah, only 3 million in this fight. It's way less than what Rinfu is doing. So this one's 7 million. There's another one. This one's a little bit better. This one he does 13 million. Right, with quite a bit of heals. Yeah, 11 million healing. 13 million in this one. I'll go one more. Actually, see, I'm going to need 2 more if you guys want to look. Right here, he's at 13 million again. There's more stats for you guys. You just take a look at overall numbers. So Renfu's at 15, Wolfman is at 11. So overall, you can look at the performance of Wolfman and Renfu, and you can significantly see, I'd like to say, they are performing. Renfu's outperforming Wolfman. So you look at the star levels, it looks comparable, right? They're both roughly around 11 stars. All their abilities are 10 fours. They both have good armors and they both have good trinkets. Renfu doesn't even have his own trinket. He's using Chizuru's trinket. Wolfman has his trinket at level 5. So stats wise, points wise, everything looks comparable. Damage wise, he is lacking, for the better word. He's not doing as much as Renfu by far. Renfu has consistently been damaged, outperforming Wolfman. So if I were to invest, guys, I would really just upgrade the Renfu, skip Wolfman altogether instead of buying new resources. We're in the snow season for us, so I think we skipped. I picked up a Clut and also Tien, the panda. So these are the two heroes I would work on versus either Semic or Wolfman. Well, actually, Semic I don't know about yet. I'll have to see some reports and I'll come back to this for you guys. But anyways, for Wolfman, guys, it's really not worth it. If you guys really need it for a good artillery ship, go ahead and pick it up. But honestly, your resource would be probably better put somewhere else. For example, a Clut and a Tien. And I will make another video for those. Anyways, guys, thanks for watching. Hope this was helpful. Like, subscribe, and leave a comment.